Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different than I've done before. I wanted to make a video on um, questions that you should ask somebody with an invisible illness or a chronic illness, just to kind of like maybe in a way help them and also give you kind of like a learning curve on how they live and what um, like how they live day to day, things like that. So if you see me looking down, I do have on my phone some questions that I had found online. And I'm hoping that this video isn't too long, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. First question is, what does your illness really mean in terms of your day to day living? And for that question is like simple but kind of hard to answer because every day for me is different. Even though obviously that I live with the same thing every day is a different thing, has different scenarios for me, and I try to keep the same routine, but obviously things pop up, life happens, but um, for me, it's just really trying to listen to my body and trying to just not overdo it with anything. The second question is, what does having a chronic illness entail in terms of medical visits and medications? And that is a really, really good question. I think, I have gone to, and I've done like more in depth videos on this, but I have gone through like a lot of specialists and doctors and um, hospital visits and just like a bunch of things. And there was one doctor in particular that, in some ways, I felt like a guinea pig when it came to medications, just because I feel like he didn't really he didn't diagnose me properly for something, and I feel like he just kind of threw medications at me without really understanding a lot of stuff, and they did make me sick. So it's just kind of like at times feeling like, for me personally, it feels like I'm a guinea pig at times, just because doctors don't understand what I have and like how to treat it. And this kind of ties into the next video. Next question is, are there any cures available? Is there any way in which I, as a friend, can help advocate for you? And the first part of that question, are there any cures available? And for me personally, no, there are no cures. There are no medicines that help. There are no medicines that will help cure. There's nothing that actually helps, if you know what I mean. The other part of that question is there any way in which I, as a friend, can help advocate for you? And I would say, learn as much about the nerve disease that I have, the CRPS, in any way possible. Try to educate yourself on it and kind of understand that, like everyday things are not easy for me, that, I'm not the person that I used to be, and that if I get a little bit cranky or moody, just know that I don't mean it. It's just usually meaning that I'm having pain. Next question is, when you're having a flare, what can I do to help? Is there anything that I can do to help your day a little bit easier? And for me personally, everybody is different when they have CRPS. Like I said, everybody is different. There are two types. It's the same thing, but every person is different. Their bodies will react to it different. But for me personally, when I'm having a flare, 9 times out of 10, I just want to be left alone. I want to take a nap. I want to just kind of like have like a lazy day, kind of. Not really like a lazy day, but just kind of like a laid back day of I just want to take a nap, just lay low, and just kind of take it easy on my body. And the other part of that question, is there anything that I can do to help your day a bit easier? Um, Sometimes just being there for support is like a huge thing. For me personally, there are times where I want somebody there with me or next to me, not necessarily like talking, but just having like a support system, somebody there with me is like a huge thing for me that I like. So, again, everybody's different. So, all of these I'm just answering for myself. The next question is, when you're having a bad day, are there things I may want to avoid saying that might be hurtful or disrespectful without my knowing? And for me, if I'm having a bad day, bad flare up day, things like that, um, things that I don't want to hear are stop being lazy, or just if you just got up and did something, it might change your mood, it might make you feel better, things like that. I just, if I'm having a bad day, it's just know that I'm in a massive amount of pain and I'm doing the best I can with it. And I, like, for me personally, the last thing I want is somebody to try to pressure me into doing something, like, even if it's something as simple as doing housework, like cleaning the bathroom or doing the dishes or something like that. The last thing I want or need is somebody just kind of hounding me on it. And just like name calling is another thing that can be really hurtful. So just, again, take it easy on the person. And so the next and last question is, what would you need from me as a friend to help you navigate through this chronic illness a bit easier? Um, for me personally, it's just try to educate yourself on the illness that I have, and just understand, try to understand what I go through on a daily basis, be supportive, and that makes my life a lot easier. If you see somebody that's just kind of like saying something kind of rude or whatever, just stand in my corner and, just say, I believe in you. I understand that you are going through pain. I understand that because I can't see it doesn't mean that it's not real. Things like that mean the world to me. And I don't know, just be there for support. And that is all that I wanted to do on this video. Um, Let me know if you guys like this kind of video. If you want to see a video on things to not ask somebody with a chronic illness or an invisible illness, definitely let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up. Definitely subscribe because it does help this channel. And leave a comment down below for any other videos that you might like to see me do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.